Hello guys, welcome back. As promised in my last video, I'm here to show you how to run the WordPress CMS on your computer by using the XAMPP server. So you don't need to pay for any web hosting, you don't need to pay for anything. Just by using your computer, you can smoothly run the WordPress CMS, create whatever website, web pages that you want and have it run smoothly. So let's get started. The first thing to do is to hover to your search bar and search for WordPress. Download. The first link that comes up on the search result is downloadwordpress.org. Remember, we're using the downloadwordpress.org and not wordpress.com. So you should always remember this. So click on the wordpress.org to download the CMS. Now that it's opened, we have to click on download WordPress to start the download process. Now our WordPress is downloaded. We can locate it from here. Now that we've gotten our WordPress downloaded, we just have to close our browser, then shift this over here, open our computer, and locate the local disk C, where we have our XAMPP installed. So, first of all, we need to start our XAMPP server. So we have to come over here to the XAMPP control, double click on it to have our XAMPP server started. And looking at my own, I've already made it to be auto starting. Like immediately you open the XAMPP server, the Apache and my SQL will automatically start. So I did the video in my last video on how to run the XAMPP control on your computer system. So you can refer to the last video, the link is in the description to watch how to do it. So let's proceed. I'll just minimize this and scroll up to the htdocs folder, because that's where we'll be taking our WordPress folder to. So the htdocs folder is this. So look at the htdocs folder where we'll be extracting our WordPress and dragging it into. Let's open the htdocs folder and let's go back to our WordPress and right click on it. Then go down to WinRAR and extract. Now, if you don't see the extraction option, or if you don't have the WinRAR software to enable you extract the WordPress folder, then you can simply come over to your browser, open a new tab, and search for WinRAR. So, WinRAR is a software that enables us to extract, zip, and encrypt files or folders. If you get it downloaded, then you can see your WordPress looking like this. Then we have to extract our WordPress folder so we can be able to start using it immediately. So I'll click on extract here and have it extracted. So now that it has extracted, I'll just drag and drop it inside the htdocs folder. And we can easily delete the other WordPress because we won't be needing it, and close the folder. Now we have our WordPress inside of our htdocs. So for us to locate this WordPress, you can open your browser and search for localhost /WordPress. Then we'll have our WordPress where it will show you to choose any language of your choice, and we're using English. So let's click on the continue. Now they're asking us to make sure that we have our database username, the password, the database host, and everything before we can click on the continue. So for us to start creating databases and everything, let's open our XAMPP server and head on to my SQL and click on admin. Over here, we see our XAMPP MySQL admin server, where we can create our databases and our username and grant it every privilege. So we're going to head over to databases and type the name of the database we're going to be creating. For this tutorial, we're choosing any database of my choice, and I want to choose new data as my database. Then click on create to create my database. Now that we have our database created, we can simply come over to privileges and create a user. You can easily use the database users that the XAMPP software provided for us, the root, the local host, and it's global, and it has all the privileges. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to create it from scratch. So we hover to add new user account and come over here and search for and type any user that you want to create with. You can use any name of your choice, and I'm going to be using new user for this. And the host type, we're going to be using local. Then the password, you can leave it empty. You can select no password and leave it empty, or you can choose a password. But in this case, I'm selecting no password. So, and you can just come down, scroll down, and click on global privileges. You can check all. You have to check all. It's important to enable this our user perform every task that it's supposed to, because it's a super user. So we have to go down and click on go to create our username. Now that we've created our username, let's go back to WordPress. Our database is new data. So we type in new data. And our database user is a new user. So we type in new user. Then we're going to be leaving our password empty because we choose not to put password. And our database host is localhost, if you can remember. Then when it comes to the table prefix, you don't have to touch it. You leave it as it is. Then click on submit. Then you're done. So the next thing to do is to run the installation, because our database is completely set and working. So you can choose any site title. So I'm going to be choosing new WordPress. You can choose any one of your choice. So my username, I can choose CEO, because I'm the CEO of this I'm creating right now. So on the password side, you can actually use any password of your choice. So for this, I'm going to be using password 1, 2, 3, and I have to confirm the use of weak password. My email address, I can choose to use user@usn.com and click on install WordPress to continue. Hooray! Now we have our WordPress installed. Let's log in. So as we did previously, our username is definitely CEO and our password is password 1, 2, 3. So let's log in. Congratulations, you have your latest WordPress running on your computer without you having to buy any web hosting or anything. And the good part of this is you can easily come to the themes and click on it, so you can be able to access any theme of your choice. And looking at this, these are all the favorite themes, your favorite themes you can choose. You can choose any one, you can activate it, because even as you are running to your local host, you are still connected to the WordPress server, meaning that all the APIs and everything is live, and you can choose your themes. You can hover to the plugin and you can choose any plugin of your choice and start doing your work, your project. So these are the plugins I can install and activate. For example, I can decide to install the classic editor, and when it's installed, I can easily activate it and start using it immediately. So guys, this is exactly how to download the WordPress CMS, run it and host it locally on your computer system without having to buy any web hosting from any company. And you can be able to design your website, run your everything, and eventually host it wherever you want to host it. So enjoy your day.